Stewart, working with the Carteret County Association of Realtors, and we have joining us this afternoon several guests, and I'm going to get Cherie Higgins, who's the executive director, to sort of introduce the program, but we're going to be talking about mold. But first, Cherie, good afternoon. Now I want to get you a little close to that.
Sure. Good afternoon, Lockwood.
All right, so let's talk here very quickly about the association. Okay. I think this is an important reminder for folks. What is the purpose of the association, and who makes up the Association of Realtors?
So our association is based on a member organization. Right now we have 698 primary realtor members in Carteret County. And
that's 698 businesses.
Exactly. Just in Carteret County. Absolutely. So, and they pay membership dues to us, and in return we give them services, we give them benefits, things of that nature. It's really great.
I apologize. I jumped right into that comment, but 698 realtors, they're business people. They're businesses. They're actually,
that's correct.
They have staff. They're paying rent. They're paying services. That's an important point to make real quickly.
Correct.
So that's membership, but you also, and that of course made up of realtors, but you also have associate members.
We do. We call them business partners, and that's who we have here today. But yes, we have 52 business partners, and that makes up different areas of real estate. We have we have attorneys, we have mortgage lenders, we have home inspectors, we have all kinds of different areas in the industry.
As a matter of fact, joining us this afternoon, J.W. Parker.
Yes, one of our business partners. He's been great and very supportive of us.
He has, and he's bragged about the fact that, I want to make comment of this, he's bragged about being a partner with the Association of Realtors. So I want to compliment you on that one, J.W. I know J.W. From his experience, he's actually done a little personal work for me, and I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Lockwood. Thank you, Nikki.
All right, so his primary boss was my wife. Good point. We'll acknowledge that. All right, we were talking a few moments ago before the program began, and I said you've been busy, and you do reclamation, and you do. Well, let's talk real quickly about the overall services that you provide.
Sure. Thank you for asking. So we have Timeless Renovations. It's its own standalone renovation company right here in Carteret County. We are a brick and mortar. We're located in Beaufort. Another business we have is Timeless Home Inspections. I'm a licensed and certified master inspector for the state. We're not just limited to homes. We can do commercial. We can inspect seawalls, docks, piers, basically anything in North Carolina and Virginia.
And I'm going to stop on that one and say one of the reasons we called you was because of water damage. And I want to say that the insurance company that we were working with was very impressed with the results of your work.
Thank you.
So I want to make that is an endorsement.
Thank you.
But it's a fact. I've just got to make mention of that.
We strive for excellence, but like I tell everybody, everyone's human.
Oh well,
but we try our best.
But they were very impressed by the detail of your results, and they were very impressed by that.
Well, thank you.
So I apologize. That was on the issue of home inspection and recovery. Yeah.
We have Timeless Renovations, Timeless Home Inspections, and then our latest business is Got Mold NC. I went through the classifications and licensing, so I'm a licensed and certified expert mold and fungi analyst, and I am the only one in this area, any remotely close to this area, with the certifications and licensing in that.
We talked about this in the past, Cherie, of course, the issue of inspections, and we're going to get into more conversations on this in relationship to that. But let's talk here for a moment, JW, about the issue of mold. A moment ago, as we were beginning the program, you said you've been very busy the past 40 days, and I was a little surprised by that. Last 40 days, what's happened since we're talking about the 1st of March? What's caused you to be so busy?
A lot of that is your seasonal and your climate changes. You have a lot of different temperature variations that are taking place in moisture. So in coastal North Carolina, mold isn't an if. It's a moisture management issue that's waiting to happen. And a lot of those issues are spawning from your crawl space. Crawl spaces are ground zero when it comes to moisture and mold. Coastal soils stay damp. Constant vapor drive is coming upward, which creates a stack effect in the home. Vented crawl spaces and humid climates often make things worse. They're not better. Then you have your wood framing that absorbs the moisture. that makes ideal conditions for fungal colonization. And then your most severe mold jobs originate below the living space, and it's not inside the walls.
Okay, so, and of course, we have a high water table,
Correct.
which unfortunately is rising.
Yes, sir.
And so that influences the issue of mold as well. All right, let's talk about the impacts of mold. What does that do? What damage or how does that impact a home?
So, great question. There's many facets to that question, but the biggest one that usually surprises people that they don't quite get the concept of, but coastal environments naturally run higher when relative humidity, often 70 to 90%.
Well, that's
outdoors.
for sure. Yeah.
So we have the natural nature of this.
Yeah.
Once indoor. This is the important one. Once indoor relative humidity hits 60%, mold can begin forming within 24 to 48 hours. And one of the issues that make the coastal environment, coastal properties, someone coming here buying a coastal property very unique is salt air carries moisture and organic particles,
Okay.
which feeds on mold colonies. They feed the mold colonies. So you have a perfect storm, so to speak, of an issue right there within itself. The speed of growth can really surprise you. Mold doesn't need dirt. All it needs is moisture, organic material, oxygen. In coastal climates, all three of these are constantly present. They're always naturally here. After a roof leak or flood, mold can colonize in as little as 24 hours.
Well, of course, we had that circumstance following Florence.
Correct.
And of course,
Correct.
we learned a lot about that in the process. But we've seen that in the years as well. All right, let's talk about remediation. How easy is it to remediate mold? And is it and how quickly should you do it?
As soon as possible, to answer your question. And every situation's different. No two are alike. Mold problems are rarely just clean and wipe. The real issue is moisture control, humidity management, proper air sealing.
Okay, you bring up we think of mold from what we see visually.
Yes, sir.
Is mold visual, or does it go deeper than the visual?
Great question, Lockwood. The biggest misconception, I love this one, it smells fine, so there must be no mold.
Exactly.
Totally false.
It looks good.
Absolutely false. Many mold issues are odorless and early on. The only real way to perform this and know what you're dealing with is air testing. And air testing often reveals elevated spores before visual growth even appears. So you're likely to have an issue in your home and not even know it until it is exacerbated and then showing itself.
Okay, then go back to the issue. Can you remediate?
Yes, you can definitely remediate. We can handle that, and we take it in a staged approach to get a very safe and great air quality result in your home.
Okay. What are some of those? What are those approaches? And in the process, does it require, for example, reconstruction, or can you take action that would prevent it, or first remediate it and then prevent it?
So as an analyst, I like to be proactive other than reactive. So when I
Okay.
go into someone's home, if they call us for a consult or they just want us to come out and do some simple air quality testing, I send out to a lab. They send me the results back. I
Okay,
analyze it.
you send it to a lab?
Yes, sir. We send it to, it's actually a nationally recognized lab. It's the #1 in the country. Yes, sir. And we are a partner with them and licensed to work with them.
Okay, I'm learning something here. What do you send to them? I mean, when you
Great question. So we have it's an actual pump, if you will, and it comes with some basically some discs and some containers. We go in and we do sampling. It's 5 liters of air. It runs for a certain amount of minutes depending on the situation. Once I contain that air into this sample, it gets a letter, a chain of custody, which we fill out.
Right.
It is overnighted. We send it out to the lab. The lab takes and sends me back basically the particulates that are in that air, which is the particles per million. And I get the microscopic photos of what is in this person's home, whether it be their pet dander, whether it be their plant in the corner that's off-gassing things into their home, whether they're a smoker with nicotine. It's really, really in-depth. And what I love about it is I get to sit down at my desk, I get to analyze this, and I get to work with a lot of the labs of people having health issues. I've worked with many of the health facilities regarding this. And I look at it and I can trace where this is coming from and what we can do to prevent it and stop it.
We're talking with J.W. Parker, and got mold, North Carolina.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And this is one of multiple activities. This goes into the issue of, if you will, into home inspections. So if you're doing a home inspection, we're going to get into that in another conversation. If you're doing a home inspection, is mold an issue that you should look for?
Yes, absolutely. You should always be looking for mold in not just in an inspection, but in your own personal home. One of the ancillary services that we are certified to do under the inspection company with my licensing is to offer air quality sampling and mold testing, which we do quite often. And we have a lot of shocking results, but it's a great service. One
of the areas of mold, and of course this is related to health as much as the structure itself, is health itself, is that situation. But
absolutely.
So if someone's having a health problem and they're thinking, I can't quite ascertain what the cause of it is, breathing problems, or maybe they're constantly sick, it's not out of ordinary to simply say, let's just for the fun of it test our air in our house.
Most recently, this has happened the past couple of weeks. Had an individual reach out, said, "Hey, my wife and I have been pretty sick. We thought it was seasonal allergies. We did some blood testing. We found out we have some mold toxicity. Could you come into our house and do some testing?" And I did that. We were able to find the source of the moisture and the issues that were causing these health issues. We took care of those issues, remediated their home. They have since gone back. I've got their lab results back, and their mold toxicity now has been cut by 60%.
Okay, so you do follow-ups.
Yes, sir, absolutely I do. And we also do, at the end of our testing and remediation, we also do testing through a third party. So it is a neutral test-based. We go until we have safe air quality. We don't stop.
We're talking with W.R. Parker, Got Mold, North Carolina, among other activities. I'm sorry, I apologize on that one. Yeah, I do that all the time. Cherie,
yes.
This is one of the reasons why you've got this organization, and we get you a little closer to the microphone.
Oh, yes, sorry.
That's the reason why you've got...
our business partners, because they bring in different areas of the real estate transaction that you don't even are aware of.
All right, and I got J.W. Parker. I apologize. There's another Parker I know. All right, the other aspect of this, and before we wrap it up, these are the opportunities that when people make contact with the association through a certified member of the board of Association of Realtors, they have access to these services.
They do. They have a list of all of our business partners that they can refer out to their clients.
We're going to get into this in a few minutes, but the complexity of actually getting the homes sold and prepped for sale or purchased for that matter.
Correct.
All right, real quickly, just for folks who are looking, the association's phone address.
It's 121 North 28th Street in Morehead City. We're right beside the Lowe's Food Plaza.
And the email address.
You can do the generic email at ccarmembers@gmail.com.
ccarmembers@gmail.com.
Yes.
Because if they're interested in getting more information about the association, they can do that.
Yes, absolutely. And our website is ccarrealtors.com.
ccarrealtors.com.
And all of our business partners are listed on that website as well, too.
And
our realtor members as well.
That's important.
Correct.
JW, thanks very much. Appreciate this.
Thank you, Lockwood.